top against us.
They trap Brooks over there in front of the bench, get it over to Marshall, top of the key. Dishes in the corner. Blackburn open more momentarily, but Blackburn will not show. She finds Eli, goes through her hands, but Coggins runs it down, gets it back to Marshall, and they'll set it back up. Very fortunate that time.
Yes, the defense doing what it's supposed to do. It's making us worry about passing it. Nobody's really wanting to shoot it.
Now she's open. Blackburn for three, bottom of the net. Boy, when she sets and shoots and gets square to the basket, she is deadly, and that one stretches it to 15, the largest lead of the night for the Blue Devilettes at 24-9.
Blackburn has 3 tonight. She was 1 of 4 to hit that 3.
And that is her specialty. Oh, Marshall with almost a great takeaway, but recovered out there by Ward. She'll dribble out the jump circle, guarded by Marshall. Marshall's just a little bit quicker than Ward.
He almost had the 5-second call going on her.
Boy, she did, and Ward penetrates and shoots from inside the lane. The little 6-footer is good, and it's back down to 13 at 24-11. 2:26 and counting here in the third quarter. Lebanon has led all the way, have stretched it as high as 15 just a moment ago, but it's back down to 13. Here's Marshall, kicks in the corner to Blackburn. They better get out on her. They do. Here's Marshall to Eli. She drives the right side of the lane, kicks it across. Here's Brooks. She'll penetrate down low to Iceland. That's a little jumper. And great feed.
Yes, created by Brooks right there.
And drew the defense to her, and Iceland right on cue went down the lane, got it to her, lays it up, and then it's back to 15 at 26-11. Almost a palm by Davis. Gets it to Roper in the corner. Blackburn all over her. Dangerous pass taken away by Marshall. She's going to be fouled. It looks like Roper's going to reach in. So great defense that time by Blackburn. Forced a bad pass. Marshall capitalizes in. Oakland whistled for the foul. It'll already be their third, or is it just their second?
Just their second, I believe, Marvin. That's the second on Roper as well.
So Ricky Roper with 2, Sarah King with 3. The only players really in foul trouble for Oakland, as we mentioned earlier, London Eli already with 3. And we're not even through the third quarter. 26-11, Lebanon leads. And Oakland switches defenses again. Here's Brooks on the right wing, guarded by Randolph. Out front to Coggins, left side to Marshall. Looks for a cutter. Brooks cut off by Randolph. Gets it out high to Blackburn, top of the key. Over to Coggins, right wing in front of the Lebanon bench. Marshall cuts through, no place to go. Coggins dribbles, hands off to Brooks. Brooks works her way back around, and she'll set it back up between the rings.
Oakland doing a great job of keeping us off balance offensively. We did a good job the last time of really making a cut and finding that pass, but they're keeping us outside the arc, and you see it now. Mar, we've been talking here for, 15, 20 seconds, and we haven't penetrated the arc yet.
Here's Brooks outside. She'll hold the ball, make Davis come out, kick left wing to Marshall. Don't really think Oakland can afford to stay in that.
Probably going to work for one here with 43 seconds on the clock.
And Oakland patient enough to stay in that zone, but trailing by 15, they've only scored 11 the entire game. You'd have to think even if Lebanon didn't score the rest of the way, they would probably pull it out.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Oakland setting back down this much and to let this happen to them, unless they've got something up their sleeve for the fourth quarter.
Boy, they must have, because this is a dangerous situation with only 11 on the board, trailing by 15 through 3 quarters. Here's Marshall. She'll penetrate. 14 seconds. Blackburn kicks across to Brooks. She works around, no place to go. 8 seconds, 7. Finally gets it over to Blackburn in the corner to Marshall. Drives the baseline. She's cut off. Bounce pass across. There's Coggins. Oh, my goodness. Coggins comes through in the clinch, puts it up and in. Lebanon leads by 17 at the buzzer at the end of 3. Your score, 11-28. Oakland 11. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on AM 1490, FM 98.9.
Blackburn's got 3, and Shea Coggins has got 5.
Well, here we go, just underway here in the fourth quarter. 28-11, Lebanon leads. They'll have the ball, and it looks like Oakland has come out into a man-to-man now, as they've kind of figured out what we did last quarter. They can't really afford to sit back in that zone. And that last basket might have done it, Coach.
I think so. They decide they're going to force some action here.
Here's the man-to-man. Brooks on the left wing. Your 5 on the floor. Shea Coggins, Iceland Eli, Ebony Marshall, Kelsey Blackburn, Jasmine Brooks. Coggins out high, kicks in the left corner to Brooks. Brooks gets a pick, goes for Iceland Eli, and they're going to call a reach in. It looks like Kayla McGowan got her as Brooks tried to work her way across to the middle of the court. And it's probably a good thing because Iceland Eli was breaking open, and Brooks has a psychic connection down low tonight, and it looks like probably saved 2 that time.
Yeah, McGowan's first foul, but it was a great pick and roll, and she could have seen her. It would have been 2.
Here's Brooks out high, guarded by Davis, and now Oakland seems to be just as passive in this man-to-man as they were in the zone. Here's Brooks on the right wing, guarded by Davis. Marshall pops out high, top of the key. Ward out on her left side. Blackburn looked for Iceland Eli. Instead, out high to Coggins. Had her momentarily. Marshall on the right wing, guarded by Ward. Stops at the right elbow. They go down low. There's Brooks on the baseline. Kicks it back to Marshall. Marshall to Coggins, right wing. Oakland still in a bit of a zone. Looks like a 2-3.
Well, I think it's, I believe, Marvin, it's a man. They just kind of backed off a little bit. I think this is their last resort to put pressure on man. I don't think they thought they could stay with us man-to-man because of the size factor inside, and that's why they waited to the last to do this.
Inbounds from the baseline. Marshall over in the corner to Blackburn. Back to Brooks, and they'll set it back up. Oh, here's Brooks. Great penetration to the middle of the lane. No place to go. Gets it to Blackburn, then taken away by Davis. So Oakland with the steal there, and there's 3 Blue Devilettes in the backcourt. Oakland has numbers, a 3-on-2 if they can get there, but Roper holds it up. Back to Randolph. Randolph, no place to go. Right wing Davis. Get it down low. There's Ward. She'll penetrate. Her running right-hander is good, so Shenrika Ward scores, and it's been a long time since Oakland scored, but the first points of the fourth quarter belong to the Lady Patriots.
That makes 4 for Ward on the night.
28-13 your score. Lebanon leads here late. 6:08 and counting in the ball game. Oakland finally in a man-to-man defense. They'll get it in the corner to Iceland Eli. Back out high to Kelsey Blackburn, guarded by Randolph. Brooks comes around to get the handoff. Instead, they'll go across to her, kick it on the wing. There's Coggins for 3! Off the sideline, no good. Eli had it momentarily. Battle for the rebound. Taken out of there by McGowan. She's working one-on-one on Blackburn. Bunny step, no call. Missed a shot. Coggins literally takes it off of Brooks' back. She'll give it to Brooks, and here comes Lebanon. Up ahead of the pack, there's Iceland Eli. Short jumper, no good. Had that shot altered a little bit down low by McGowan. Here comes Oakland. Davis in the front court, cut off by Eli. Feeds right wing to Randolph. Out high is Roper, top of the key, left side. Ward down in the corner. Davis a long 3. Off the sideline, no good. Rebound, Marshall. Oakland back on defense. They'll feed to Blackburn in the corner. She'll take a long 3. Off the sideline, long rebound, no good. Eli tried to get it over the back. Now there's a scrum on the ground. They're going to call a jump ball, possession arrow, Oakland. And finally, London Eli gets to come back in with those 3 fouls, and I believe she's probably going to replace Iceland.
And does, Marv. Yeah, I think things have picked up here. 5 minutes to go in the ball game right here. Oakland saying, hey, we've got to put it up and make something happen. And so they haven't been reluctant about doing that, and I'm surprised that we did, but we've done the same thing as well. We put the basketball up as well.
Boy, we just fall under the 5-minute mark. Your score 11-28, Oakland 13. Oakland with the ball, and a bad miscommunication that time as it looked like Roper zigged when she should have zagged Randolph through it where she used to be and ended up over there with Coach Grandstaff. Turnover back to Lebanon.
They're going to give the ball to Riverdale, Oakland saying that we tipped it.
Wow. I do need to get that laser vision. These contacts ain't working like they used to.
My eyes are blurry a little bit.
Mine are too. I didn't see that, but here's Randolph out high. Of course, we're way up here.
Yeah.
Randolph out high. Coggins jumps out on her. Lebanon straight man-to-man. Brooks steps in. That leaves Davis open on the baseline. They collapse on her. Backside pass. Oh, London Eli with a swat. And I mean a complete swat. And fighting for the loose ball, that time was Roper. To compound the problem, Oakland loses possession as well.
What defense by Lebanon that time, too. When Davis drove the baseline, there were 4, as you said, a whole smetter down there. There were 4 Blue Devils down there on the baseline to stop them from getting to the basket for the layup.
So Lebanon has the ball in a 15-point lead. The clock moves under 4.5, 4:22 and counting. Left side, here's Coggins, your 5 on the floor. London Eli, Kelsey Blackburn, Jasmine Brooks, Shea Coggins, and Ebony Marshall. Out high, dangerous pass. Marshall shot from the left elbow, partially deflected. The air ball rebound off the deflection, controlled by Davis. She's in a hurry in the front court. They go down low. Bullet pass. They'll kick it back to Roper, though. Roper in and out, no good. Randolph with the rebound, kicks it back to Roper. She'll try again. That one off the back of the iron. Blackburn went for the rebound. Ward over the back. And they'll call a foul as Ward went to take the rebound back up. The shot won't count, but the foul will.
Shea Coggins called for the foul there. That's her first. Oh, now, got to be impressed with Shea Coggins' play lately, too. I've really been impressed with her.
She's really all about the hustle. Here's Shenrika Ward, first shot, in and out, no good. Boy, nothing falling for Oakland, be it from the free throw line or the field. from layups to three-pointers. They are just really having their woes tonight. 28-13, Lebanon leads by 15. Just under 4 minutes to go, 3:53, and Lebanon looking good here.
I agree with you, Marvin. You know, we haven't been to the free throw line hardly at all tonight. You know, it's under, as she hits that one. I think we started at 6:30. It's almost 7:30 and only 3 minutes to go. So it's going to be through pretty quick.
Good gracious. Well, not an awful lot of turnovers. You would think there would be more stoppages in play and not a lot of timeouts either. No. So this has been a quick one. 28-14. Lebanon's doubling up Oakland. Let's see if they can get it in bounds. They didn't. 5-second call. So full court pressure that time effective for Coach Grandstaff and the Lady Patriots. And she'll put a quick substitution as that was Anita Nichols in for defensive purposes. They'll put Shenrika Ward back in, Randolph to the bench, and they'll send Anita Nichols back out. Your five on the floor for Lebanon: Marshall, London Eli, Iceland Eli back into the game, Jasmine Brooks, and Shay Coggins. So Kelsey Blackburn gets a rest here as we get ready for the stretch run. 2-3 zone on the out of bounds. Set to inbounds underneath as Davis goes way out high, gets it to Nichols. Nichols works around, kicks it in the corner to Davis. That pass was way too high and way too stout and way out of bounds.
Evens and turnovers up at 9 apiece for both teams tonight.
Here's that full court pressure. Long pass up to Iceland English. She's got a 2-on-1 with London. Oh, that pass just a little bit too tall. Man, oh man, they had a beautiful situation. They had the height and number advantages, but the turnover turns it right back to Oakland.
And Evens up that takes that even away from him too. 10-9. Lebanon and with the lead on the turnovers.
And a little bit of full court pressure as well. Oh, running jumper, no good, but Davis is going to be fouled, and they're going to say she was in the act of shooting.
Yes, sir. She'll shoot two, and that's